Hello there, Scorpio. Welcome to your solar eclipse reading. This is the solar eclipse in the sign of Libra on October 14th or 15th, depending on where you are in the world. We're going to have a look at some energies, some information for you, and see what the cards have to say for you guys. So if you're new to my channel, hello and welcome. My name is Victoria. This is Radiant Moon Tarot. This solar eclipse is a very action-packed, very fiery energy. Solar eclipse is a new moon on steroids. New moons are a time for new beginnings, clearing the slate, if you will. And in the eclipse energies, we can sometimes be eclipsing things out of our lives. Now, the Libran energy, does bring a focus on relationships. So it can be our relationships with ourselves, our relationships with things, with money, for example, relationships with family, co-workers, friendships, and of course, romantic relationships there as well. And in the Libran energy in this eclipse, for some of you, there is a little bit of luck in your love life. For some of you, you may have a relationship reset. You may be clearing out any kind of past issues that you may have had in your relationships, because we can really bring things out front and center with this energy, and you might be restoring balance and harmony within your relationships. However, the eclipse energy can also eclipse things out of your life there as well. Now, it is a south node eclipse, and so when we do have a south node eclipse, the south node is where we've come from. Think of it as our past, and the north node is where we're going for our future. So in the south node energy, we might be feeling a little bit reflective at this time. You might be revisiting something. Some of you have a second chance at something here also, but this can bring about faded energies, faded meetings, faded endings, and also it can bring some surprises and possibly things back up from the past, including in some cases people, which may not necessarily be a bad thing, because sometimes those people can bring opportunities for us. So in this energy, we really just say expect the unexpected. This is a very big karmic portal for relationships, but we also don't forget we're in eclipse season, and I will put out a separate reading for it, but we've got a full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Taurus, and this is on the 28th, 29th of October, so right before Halloween. Woo! And this is going to be in your season, Scorpio, so you're going to be feeling these energies very intensely throughout the month of October. If you aren't already, some of you are very likely feeling some of this energy already, even though we're not even quite at our first eclipse as I do this reading. So with this energy, you are, this is happening in your 12th house, your 12th astrological house. If you don't know what the houses are, what they mean, or what planets that you've got there, pull up a birth chart. There's lots of free resources out there to get one, and they are quite insightful and quite enlightening, and you might learn a little bit about yourself, and can certainly help you navigate some astrology readings and what some things really mean. But in your 12th house with this eclipse, this is like the 12th house is like the last house in the astrology wheel. So with this, there could be some big endings coming in here for you guys, even though we do have a new moon eclipse. Okay. But some of you could be very much wiping the slate clean. The 12th house has to do with our subconscious, our dreams. Okay, it's very much a spiritual house. So some of you are having one hell of an epiphany. Some of you are experiencing some major spiritual growth, some personal growth, emotional growth here. But this can be where we do put an end and get closure in some karmic cycles that we've got going on in our lives. You can really be wrapping things up in quite the nice little tidy bow. This can, yes, bring about big endings. Now, an ending doesn't necessarily mean that something is going to leave your life. An ending can bring something to fruition for you. And especially since we've got the Taurus full moon, full moons are where we do quite often harvest something, right? We do get something in that energy. We do sometimes, yes, let things go. We do heal and all of that, that we can bring something to fruition for ourselves. Both of these eclipses are ruled by Venus. Both the Libran energy and the Taurus energy, relationships and money, Plain and simple is what it quite often does boil down to in these things. And, the two most important things that everyone always has on their mind, right? So Venus is the planet of new beginnings, of fertility, abundance, love, beauty, joy, right? All of these wonderful things also brings our resources as well. So some of you are experiencing quite the rebirth here at this time. Pay very close attention, as I said, to your dreams, any kind of signs that you might be seeing. But the 12th house also can bring secrets. And this can be things from the past. This can be a revelation for you. It can be something about yourself, or it can be something that is revealed to you from another person. So it'd be quite interesting in this energy, but you may very much benefit from spending a little bit of alone time in these eclipses. All right. Just center, ground your energy, spend some time with yourself, reflect on things, maybe do some meditation or some spiritual cleansing may very much help you in this. But we also have Venus here in your 11th house, which is ruled by Uranus and Aquarius energy. And this is really quite a wonderful house for Venus to be in, because your 11th house has to do with your wishes. And so some of you can have a fulfillment of your wishes at this time, or this is a very important and very impactful time for you to set those intentions, to manifest your wishes, your goals, your dreams into reality. All right. Great energy there for you. Your 11th house also has to do with your social environment as well. So the people you connect with. So some of you are perhaps leaving some social groups or connections behind, and some of you might be embarking and connecting with new people, right? As we grow and evolve, we lose connection with people in our world. And it's like, I just don't resonate with you anymore. And it's because you're evolving and changing. And we do only really connect with the people that, dig our vibe, so to speak. So some of you could be getting out there and meeting some new people, but this also can bring you a sense of freedom in this energy. What do you want to free yourself from? What barriers do you want to break down? This is your time to really get all that done. So a lot going on in this eclipse and in this eclipse cycle. But we do have the moon cycles card coming out for you guys with patience. Now, patience is, of course, a virtue. Some people are more naturally patient than other people are, and sometimes we need to learn to be patient. So in this energy, we can, really get a couple of different messages. Is number one, your patience is about to pay off. Some of you have been percolating on something for a while. You've been maybe contemplating making some changes for a while, or you've just been putting one foot in front of the other. And this may be where something really does come to fruition for you, or this is where you do get that sense of completion. You might get some answers that you're looking for. So your patience is paying off. This also does say that we do need to be patient when we're making change in our life, or when we're, trying to make things better in our lives here as well. And, remember the new moon, right? The solar eclipse in Libra, this sets the stage for the next 6 months. Right? And what do we need when we're talking about 6 months of things, evolving for us? A little bit of patience. But of course, we do have the Taurus full moon lunar eclipse at the end of the month that brings something to a close. And this is where your patience can pay off, right? So we've got like a little bit of endings and new beginnings possibly coming in there for you. So, and the Taurus energy is a big closure. A big one, because it is the final eclipse in the eclipse cycles that we've had for the last little while. So this can be some big energies coming to fruition, but it can also be some maybe explosive endings for some of you there as well. Whatever it is, patience is going to keep you moving through in the way that you want. All right. We've got mummy energy, and this is about change. Shocking. Okay. We do have fated events that happen with eclipses, fated changes. And when we get this energy, this is saying there's something changing in your world. Either you need to change something, you need to take initiative, or there's things that have already been set in motion, and these are things that are evolving for you. Now, we often quite do get the element of fear when we do get change, because it's fear of the unknown, fear of what's going to happen, fear, am I making the right choice? Okay, but this is a time of important changes for you. So if you need to put a stop to something, if you need to get something out in the open, if you need to resolve issues, now is your opportunity to do that while you have all of this extra energetic influence behind you, backing you up and supporting you along your way. And this also shows that anything that you set in motion right now can be very life-changing for you, and can really be quite positive for you. Yes, we do need to do things one day at a time sometimes, and we do need to be a little bit patient throughout our evolution and throughout the time of change. But ultimately, it can be very exciting for you, okay, at this time. All right. We also have Night Song, Hidden Talents. Now, this is really interesting that this comes up here for you guys, okay? Because, you know, the hidden talent, this, and with the solar eclipse in your 12th house, the 12th house can be what's hidden. So you might have something that you're hiding from the world and that people aren't quite aware of yet. Now it can be something as simple as a hidden talent. Maybe there's something you're really good at. Are you an artist? A lot of Scorpios are artists. Are you an artist? Do you show people your work? Or do you just keep it hidden away? This can be a really great time for you to reveal something to the world, right? So there could be something here where you are being very encouraged to show your true self, to be very authentic, and to maybe have that big reveal somewhere along the way. You might do it casually. You might be just like, oh yeah, you know, nonchalant in that energy, but there could be something here for you. The Night Song energy can also represent that there is something that you could potentially be really good at. You've got some hidden talent and skill, and you just haven't quite tapped into that yet. And especially when we have the South Node, the eclipse conjunct the South Node, it's very interesting because we can get second chances at things, and this can go back a long time. So, you know, perhaps there was that little dream that you had when you were younger, when you were a child or a teenager, and you wanted to try and do something, and perhaps something never got off the ground, or perhaps you quit doing something before you got good at it because maybe you weren't confident at it, or maybe you just never had the opportunity to try and do what you wanted to do. So this can be a time where we revive some dreams, where we give ourselves the second chance to try something just to see what happens. And the thing is, when we do that, we actually unlock something within us. So this can be, you know, a little bit of mystery and a little bit of magic here for you guys, Scorpio. So you might be feeling this quite intensely. Trust your intuition, because there just might be something that you're drawn to and you just don't know why. You don't need to answer why. Just follow your intuition, because you're being led down a garden path, and this can be really interesting. So it can be just so life-changing when we do try something, even if you're horrible at something, right? Even if you try something and you're like, well, that didn't work out so well, you know, at least you've resolved something within you, right? And this clears the path for something more wonderful to come in. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Well, something blossoming in your world, indeed. We have the Two of Cups there for you. That's very nice. And we've got the Eight of Cups here for you. Okay, so some of you here, all right, with the Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles, you feeling really good. You're feeling really confident. You're feeling like, yes, I have everything, or I know I can get everything that I want, right? It is an energy of success and abundance, and it's also one of being treating yourself very well. So you're very much encouraged at this eclipse to treat yourself well, to do something nice for yourself. And especially the 12th house energy, we're very encouraged to spend some time alone, find that quiet space, whether it's just a bubble bath with a couple of candles lit around you, just so that you can like soak into oblivion. Whether you buy yourself something nice, something that you want, or do something that you really want right now. Okay, this is a wonderful energy of being good to yourself. But it is also an energy of success, a culmination of something. So for some of you, yes, in this energy, there is something very much coming to fruition for you at this time. All right, this can just be a completion of a chapter of a cycle, right? We've got moon cycles there, new beginnings, we've got endings, right? So it could just be some transformation that's going on here and something coming to a conclusion, right? So some cycle ending in your life there, but in a really positive way with that. Now, for some of you here, the 9 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, and 8 of Cups. This can be really you getting into alignment with yourself to figure out what it is you truly want. And with the 8 of Cups, you're leaving something behind and you're changing, you're transforming, you're moving forward into something better. Now, this can be where you restore a relationship. All right. You're really successful at bringing things back together. 2 of Cups, okay, love, balance, harmony. But in order to do that with the 8 of Cups, you've got to let something go. And we do quite often get this in relationships. We do quite often get, repeating arguments and things like that, little annoyances that do come up. And, sometimes these things get under our skin, or that have not have been left unresolved, right? They can fester beneath the surface. This is a time to really clear the air. So for some of you here, you might have relationships in your life here where, you could go one of two directions. You could either repair everything, let bygones be bygones, wipe the slate clean, and move forward in lighter and brighter kind of energy, right? Or some of you, you're going to be true to yourself and what you truly want. You're going to do what's healthy for you, right? And you're going to walk away from situations or from people or from connections in this energy. All right. Because the 8 of Cups can be one of transition, taking something to the next level, moving something forward, right? But we have to be able to, really kind of, turn our back on something there in order to do that, right? But this can be walking away and letting something go. So you could actually have in this energy, you could have quite the mishmash of things going on, okay? But this can be just an evolution of Scorpio. And in order for you to gain deeper insights, wisdom, and enlightenment, some of you are getting that spiritual growth there. And in order to do that, you are cleansing and purging in your energy. So really embrace that. Try and find that quiet time for yourself. But with the 2 of Cups energy here, you could be opening the door to meeting new people, right? Remember, for some of you, we do have a little bit of a transformation. Thank you. We're evolving, we're changing who we feel connected to. And so as you let old connections go by the wayside, it's paving the path and making room for the new to come in. But some of you are getting something just what you wished for in that energy as well. So give yourself a little bit of a pat on the back. And of course, in this energy, some of you are finding freedom. So some great and interesting and mysterious things going on all at once for you guys there. We have channel coming in for you. You are a channel through which healing energy reaches the world. Would you look at that? So some of you are very much stepping into your spiritual gifts or your talents, if you will. Now, you can also be experiencing some channeling at this moment. So your psychic awareness and your abilities are very much heightened at this time as well. So really take advantage of that energy. So you might even have some ancestors, some past loved ones trying to get through as well. All right. We also have wisdom. See your adversaries as opportunities to expand your spiritual light. Okay. Our challenges, even people in our lives, right? Everyone brings something to us. Everything is an opportunity to learn and to really become a little bit wiser. We have reflection here as well. All right. We have see all aspects of yourself through the reflection of the one who mirrors your hidden self. All right. Now, this can be, right, number 1, reflection, 12th house, taking a step back, self-node, right? You're contemplating, you're thinking about things, maybe reminiscing, feeling a little nostalgic for some of you. But the reflection energy can also have to do, 2 of Cups, with our relationships in our lives. Quite often we are drawn to people or even situations who reflect something to us about ourselves. And sometimes opposites attract. And the reason opposites attract is because what you put out front and center, right? The person that you see, with a face that you see with another person, could actually be a reflection of what's hidden inside you. So, so you could be very much in this energy where you are really connecting with people who do mirror your energy and finding new connections, right? But if someone doesn't mirror your energy and you can't see, any connection anymore, connections are fading away again, you might be in this reflective energy of possibly letting those things go. I'll leave that there for you, Scorpio. I hope there was something here for you. If there was, please take a moment and press like on this video. It really does help me out. It lets me know that you resonate with the video, but it also lets YouTube know the same thing, and then YouTube will show it to more people. It's been quite the struggle the last few months for some odd reason. So anyways, I thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful October. Stay tuned because I will have separate lunar eclipse readings that are coming out for you in the next week or two. So stay tuned for those. In the meantime, good luck in this energy, and I'll see you later. Bye.